Hey everyone, today, I'll review the USS Ted Stevens, which is the newest Tier 3 destroyer, and it's the final reward for this month's Battle Pass. As usual, we'll cover the ship's stats, firepower, survivability, usage tips, and at the end, I'll give my opinion on whether it's worth getting or not. Here are the fully upgraded stats of the USS Ted Stevens. The ship has a slightly lower durability than the DDGX, and significantly less than that of Ashigara, but it is more durable than the Swordfish. Its speed is slightly lower than that of Jungjo the Great, while its maneuverability matches that of the Anchar, which is significantly lower than Zumwalt. The ship's radar range is comparable to that of Zumwalt, which exceeds that of Jungjo the Great, while its sonar range is on par with that of Ashigara, which is shorter than that of Anchar. The firepower of this ship is impressive. It's essentially as good as that of Jungjo the Great, which is one of the best destroyers when it comes to firepower. This is due to both ships being equipped with nearly the same weapons and carrying them in the same numbers. The only difference is that the Jungjo the Great features an autocannon, while the Ted Stevens does not, giving the Jungjo the Great a slight edge in firepower. There's something noteworthy about its weapon slot configuration, particularly its missile slot setup. The ship features a 4x1 configuration, which, as far as I know, has not been used by any ship prior to Ted Stevens. It's essential to understand that the weapon slot configuration neither increases nor decreases the ship's firepower. It merely influences how that firepower is delivered, and with this missile slot configuration, it will allow you to fire 4 missiles simultaneously, making them harder to intercept compared to Jungjo the Great's configuration, which is more likely to be intercepted as its 4 missiles must be fired in pairs. There's, of course, a risk to this configuration. If your enemy uses countermeasures, you will lose all 4 of them simultaneously, which is a big loss for this ship, considering that missile firepower constitutes a significant portion of the ship's overall firepower, and this may lead you to a very difficult situation during battle. You can resolve this issue by using laser-guided missiles, which works very well with this configuration, but if you insist on using non-laser guided missiles, you can equip the ship with a grenade launcher that fires guided ammunition, and use that weapon to bait opponents into deploying their countermeasures. However, doing so introduces another problem. It may compromise your anti-submarine capability, so you would have to pick your poison on this matter. Speaking of anti-submarine capability, it's quite strong on this ship, which is to be expected, because like I said earlier, both Jungjo the Great and Ted Stevens are equipped with nearly the same armaments and carry them in equal numbers, which includes torpedo and grenade launchers. Since the Jungjo the Great is also known for its strong anti-submarine capability, it should be obvious that Ted Stevens shares this strength as well. In terms of survivability, it would have been good if it hadn't been for its durability, which is the second lowest among destroyers, with the first lowest being that of the Swordfish and Redrum. The difference may be small when you compare it to other ships, but that doesn't remove the fact that it's the second lowest durability, and you'll be able to see that difference more clearly if you bring it into battle. This is the only problem in its survivability. Its other survivability attributes are fine, and they are good enough to help balance the ship's durability issue. The ship has a great anti-air capability, as it is equipped with 7 air defenses. 3 air defenses are customizable, while 4 are locked onto the ship, but they're quite effective. The RIM 116B is one of the locked air defenses, delivering a decent amount of damage with a decent reload time and effective range. The second locked air defense offers similar performance but with a greater range. With such performance, this ship is certainly one of the best destroyers for anti-air capability. The ship also features respectable speed and maneuverability. It's fast enough to engage swiftly in action, and agile enough to escape challenging situations with ease. The USS Ted Stevens is easy to use and versatile, capable of engaging at any range, and performing all roles expected of a destroyer. Since this ship is strikingly similar to the Jungjo the Great, the same advice I've given for using that ship applies here as well. These tips include avoiding engagements with multiple opponents simultaneously if you don't have a teammate to back you up. This is especially important for this ship due to its low durability, and investing in the best weapons to fully unlock its potential. However, I'd like to add one more tip, which is don't move far away from obstacles or your teammates. The ship has incredible firepower, and no opponent would want to get attacked by it repeatedly, hence they immediately find a cover. This makes its durability less of an issue, but when they're aware of your ship's weakness and they're using a ship with an advantage in firepower and durability, they are going to charge at you, knowing that your HP will deplete faster than theirs. For this reason, you'd want to stay close to an obstacle and use it to outplay your opponent, or stay close to your teammates so they can protect or cover you, or do both. Here are the advantages and disadvantages of the ship. Overall, the USS Ted Stevens is a great ship and definitely worth acquiring. It shares many similarities with Jungjo the Great, both being highly capable, versatile, and easy to use. While it does face a durability issue that Jungjo the Great does not, Ted Stevens has solid advantages that are enough to compensate for this weakness, making it less of a concern for its users. This is one of the few ships in the game that are both well-balanced and highly effective in battle, and if you like that kind of ship, I highly recommend acquiring it now while it's available for free through the Battle Pass. Given its capabilities and potential, it's likely to get a high price in the market in the future, so don't miss this opportunity. Now, I'll leave you guys a video of the gameplay of the ship for you guys to see how it performs in battle, and that'll be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys like this video, and if you all did, please leave a like and subscribe to support me. Thank you so much for watching.